All right, people, so when you go fishing, right, you've got to use summer bait, you know, and let's face it, things aren't getting cheaper. This is a really good alternative to sending yourself broke. So if you've got friends that you go fishing with, oh, look at this. I feel like having a bath in here, but then I don't want to ruin a good month by getting cleaner. Anyway, look, it's really simple. So these are what's known as IQF mulies. Now, notice how in the bridge at the front between the eye and the nose, they're clear. These have been freshly caught recently, so there's no issues there with quality. And the other thing is too, such a beautiful quality bait, right? So see that? These are perfect. These are about 15 centimetres long, about 6 inches. So good. Now, all you need, right, is a bit of patience. Okay, so these are Hercules. Every time I read Hercules or hear Hercules, I think back to that funny scene at the Nutty Professor. Remember when he's feeding his face at the table? And the mum's going, Hercules, Hercules. Funny stuff. Eddie Murphy legend, but that's all right. So, these are what size are these? These are 22 by 22 centimetres. Look at that. Okay, they fit the mulies. So what you do is if you've got, a group of friends that you go fishing with, and all it takes is a bit of your time. I mean, I'm usually on the water every few days, right? And I mean, bait's not cheap, but that's one of those things, You just got to figure these things out, don't you? Now, IQF stands for individually quick frozen. So these are all individually quick frozen like that, separately on trays. Then once they're frozen, they're bundled into boxes. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put about 20 mulies in a box. We've got 3, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 18, 20, okay? So in each bag, should we do a few more? 20. Let's do 22 because it takes you a long time to go through 20 mulies, fam, unless you've got a school of tailor coming through, The reason why I like using the Hercules bags is they've got a double seal, right? And they're also freezer proof and all the rest of the stuff, right? So we've agreed that we're going to do 22 mulies per bag, right? So if you've got, say, 3 friends that you go fishing with, or even if you've got 2 friends that you go fishing with all the time, this is a really good cost-saving exercise, right? 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22. Right, so we've got 22 in that bag. And look, when you do fishing as much as I do, if you go in and buy a bag of mulies every time you go fishing from a service station, you'd have to be a flippin' moron, That's why I bag my own, okay? And just works out a lot cheaper. So the thing is, you've got to remember, fishing's not cheap, right? It's going to cost you money every time you go near the water. But when I do it this way, right, what I'm doing is I'm virtually saving myself nearly $7 a bag, right? And, to cut a long story short, if these cost me $5.67 a bag, and I'm saving between $6 and $7 a bag, basically it's buy one, get one free at the prices, And look, let's face it, you've got to do a lot of fishing to go through 20 odd mulies. Okay, so what do we got here? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 122. Right, feels like a kilo. Yeah, that's the way, Gav. I need to get a vacuum sealer, mate. Vacuum sealers are brilliant, Right, so we've got 3. Let's put all this to one side. All right, let's put all this to one side like this. And what that'll do is give me some room. So yeah, Gab, that's how you got to do it, man. You got to sort of try and save your money. So, I mean, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. And the good thing about this is, you don't catch any fish, just eat the bait. Oh, that's exactly right, Gavin. It's not cheap, bud, but look, you know, at the end of the day, right? Yeah, do it, Baby Blue. At the end of the day, mate, these tackle stores, you know, they have wages to sort out and all the rest of it, you know what I mean? 2, 5, even though that's a small one. Actually, that's not a muley, is it? That's a... No, that's a really small one. All right, so we got 4, 5. We'll just count that as 4, 6, 8, 11, 14, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. No, don't defrost them, mate. So what I just picked this up from the tackle store on the way home, right? So what I'm doing is I'm putting them in the vacuum seal bags now, and what I'm going to do is put them straight in the freezer, right? And then all I do when I need to go fishing, I just take one bag out, bud. I mean, yeah. But not really, mate. Yeah, you don't need to defrost them. You just sort of like take them down there, and you don't defrost your bait when you use it. You've got to keep it cold, otherwise it'll lose its shape. And any fish bait, as soon as you do that, mate, 8, 10, 12, and you do, they just go so soft, you know. 15, 18, 20. 2. So what we'll do is 1, 2, 3. All right, so we're probably about right. There's probably, I mean, each muley's different, you know. But as a rule of thumb, and the other thing is too, if you've got slightly longer muleys, you just put them that way. All right, let's go. Yeah, well, that's right, mate. You know, so I always put my muleys on the hooks frozen. It doesn't take them long to defrost in the water. 3, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22. And I mean, look, as a content creator fam, right, obviously, you know, we use what we get in to do this sort of stuff. Me personally, I think it's rude if you don't do the right thing by the community and just like maximise your dollar. You know, and this is the best way to do it, as Gavin said. You know, you go fishing with your kids or with friends and that sort of stuff. Look, even if you've got 2 friends you go fishing with and there's 3 of you, okay, it's under $30 for 5 kilos of muleys. It's cheap, okay? And then what you do is, you know, it just makes it sort of easy, you know. 4, 6, 9, 13, beautiful bait, 14, 16, 19, 22, absolutely beautiful bait, people. And yeah, that's the thing, Gav, you know, one thing I like to do too when I use muleys on the hook is I just put a little slit in the stomach, and then that way that releases all the juices. We seem to get a lot more fish. You've got to try and save your coin, mate, you know. 4. It's like the gardening. 7, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. Starting it up again in July, Baby Blue, which is all good. So look, even though there's 15... Oh, did you really? Well, that's good of you, Marco. Well done, bud. And look, mate, the stuff that you catch yourself, you know what I mean? But look, the way I view it, okay, is if you don't have tackle stores, you don't have the service there. So I like to support them because that way they have the turnover to keep their staff on, you know, because they're in business, so they're there to make a profit, you know what I mean? So, I mean, it's just one of those things, man, you know. 3. It's like 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 22. I'm going to have enough mulies here for 3 months, man, leading into the winter. Piper, yeah, we don't have those here, man. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18, 22. And the good thing about that is, Marco, your dad gave you something to do, mate, you know? All right, so look, people, these aren't even kilo bags, yeah? These are just, I've got 15. That's going to be more than enough mulies for a morning. Right, easy. So we just got to pack these. 4, 8, 12, 16, 18, 22. Sometimes, baby blue, I feed the fish all the time, mate. I'm good like that. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. This is fantastic, people. I've got, can't feel my fingers, but that's all right. This is going to be the 18th bag. Oh, sometimes, Marco, I'm getting a bit old now. I just put a pole down in the ground and have a rope to a burley bucket filled with burley. 3, 6. You'll have more chance of catching snapper with a 12 with burley than if you don't, mate. They just love it. 16, 18, 21, 22. I'm pretty basic with my fish when I do eat them, baby blue from heaven. I'll just get some corn flour, right? And I'll just mix salt, black pepper and chili in there to taste, shake it up in the bag, get my fillets and my fish, dust them in the bag and then pan fry them over low heat with butter, you know? So, and I've cooked plenty of fish meals like that for people that I've taken on guided tours when I used to do it, and they've loved it. Yeah, that's it, mate. 16, 17. Yeah, mate, it's good. Oh, that's right, Marco. But the thing is too, mate, I use lure pack to fry fish in. If you're going to have a fish give up its life to feed you want to honour it with a really good quality butter, and lure pack is just the best. Love it. I know it's $6 a big block, but it's just the best tasting butter. That's it, mate. You know, and you don't get it as hot as you do with oil. All right, people, so 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 22. Yeah, nice one, mate. We don't have that much like coconut sort of flavoured stuff over here, man. Oh, do ya, Razor? How are you, bud? Welcome to the stream, mate. Yeah, they're great, these large sandwich bags, because they got the double seals on them. Right. All right, last bag. So basically what we've done, Famo, 3, 6, 9, 13, 17, 19. Look at that one for a beautiful, beautiful light muley. 20, 22. Oh, can I fit these? Let's have a look. Yeah, we'll do this last bag. We'll make that the first one. Yeah, that's right, man. Smell-o-vision. Oh, mate, I love the smell of muleys. All right, people, so there we go. Let's chuck that down there. So, if we lay these out on the table, right, what I've effectively done, okay, see that? I've just covered my whole table with bait. Look at that. The whole table is covered with bait. Okay, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21 bags of bait for $85 is about $4 a bag. So basically now, I mean, I don't get as many as I do in the servo, right? But with all this, I mean, I've just cut my costs down. Now I've got to find out where to put them in the freezer. Anyway, we'll worry about that another time, right? So away we go, you know? And this is how you got to do it.